All right, let's move on to the news. Hope there's nothing that'll make Outer Worlds look even better by comparison in there.
Yeah. It's,
Do you remember last week when I pointed out that Fallout First was probably announced in such a way as to deflect like interest or views from Outer Worlds?
Ugh.
That worked out really good, didn't it?
Remember last week when I said it wasn't a clock reset?
It was announcement of a bad idea, I think is what the way you said it. You were completely right. You were 100% right.
And then comes
And
the
then
follow through. First you gotta swing,
and then
you follow through.
So, Wooly, before the podcast started, I said to you, I think this year has been the year of the same stories happening over and over and over again, more than any other time we've ever done this podcast. But this is the one that I didn't expect. I somehow didn't expect this week to have this story. Because it's so fucking dumb.
Okay, so Fallout First, right?
$100.
Talked about it. Premium service. Gives you access to private servers, an unlimited scrap box, etc., etc., for $100 a year or whatever per month.
Yeah.
Does it? Which one?
Either.
No.
It doesn't!
It's just like I'm actively I'm trying to not keep talking about this game.
But dude,
every week when I'm making the docket,
this is literally the most interesting thing to happen in video games this week.
I'm like, people have to understand that I know how dead horse this is getting. I'm trying to not bring it up all the time, but fuck me if you can't not bring it up, because the servers are not private.
People can get in,
and the scrap box is not only not unlimited, it fucking deletes your shit.
Anything you put in there goes away. So I guess it is unlimited.
Like, it literally doesn't do the things that you're paying for it to do. I can't.
So I don't know. I don't know which one I think is crazier, right? Because one is it's this box only has to do one thing, which is keep items, and it doesn't. And it's not only does it not keep them, it deletes them. But the other is like, I'm paying for a private game, and then people very, very quickly found areas that had already been looted or had like enemies dead, and they're like, huh? And then it was discovered there's ways to break into people's games. And
this, okay, like, I keep armchair QA braining.
Yeah, let's hear it. This I want to hear.
And this is exactly what happens when a feature gets like pitched as a very what can we do in a short period of time, right? And team lead will come over and go, we can put these boxes in, and team leader can go, or they'll go like, okay, based on the structure we have, can we give people their own private servers? Can we give them instances? What can we do? And they will figure out a way within the existing framework to go, oh yeah, we can give people their own individual, but it's not the actual versions of those things because it wasn't built for that.
It's the jury rig
It's
bullshit.
the one you slap on afterwards, right?
Yeah.
And like whoever is making the decisions to, first there's that, and then there's someone else along the chain, likely a producer, that is like accepting that at face value and just going, okay, it's in, ship it, right? And like there's no point where both of these features can happen to come out like this and not do what they say they're doing, and the QA team didn't find it.
They found it in a
there's no way.
So I actually, Wooly, I happen to know
report this
for a fact that Bethesda's QA department is incredibly good at their jobs. They are probably the best QA team in the business, but no one listens to them.
It's impossible. Like, the types of bugs we're describing here are basic functionality.
Did it work? No.
And somewhere along the line, right, because there's a siren that's been blaring for the last 8 months in the office over the state of how everything is like it has to be fixed, it has to come out, right? And like the nature, like everything with this game has been so, oh god, fuck, shit, do this, right? And like there's definitely a database sitting there with possibly thousands of what we call WNFs, which is will not fix.
Yeah.
Right? When you attach a price tag to a feature, those things become the highest possible priority, and yet still they didn't give a fuck.
And it's a really, really high price tag too. It's not
so
like,
so when a game then, right, is not knows when there's clearly like, okay, we have a bad situation, there's a lot of problems here, these features we're promising are not working, but yet still somehow it ends up in the public's hands. Someone who understands the situation says, we got to start making money right now.
this thing is a sink.
And if we don't start right now, the time it would take to get these things working will have created an even bigger loss.
Yeah.
So this is about, like, it's not about bailing water out anymore, right? It's about just buying time by spreading yourself out on the boat as it's like that's it. It's just about buying. So like this is unbelievable that like the people that are looking at this are like still the people making decisions to put this out are still working at their, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like a game like this ends a career. I don't know how else to say it. It's insane.
Well,
it's insane.
I have a feeling that these kinds of decisions are coming from above development. So
to save money for sure, but what I like, check if you can, like, no, like, there's no way to do this unless you just set a fucking reminder, right?
Yeah.
But like the list, like how many people are going to keep this game on their credits?
None.
Is the question.
Absolutely none.
When we look at it back, when you look down the line to wherever these people, whatever they end up working on, right? You check the Moby Games profile, and how many are going to actually keep their names?
No,
attached?
this game is a problem for those people because you take it off your credits and then they go, "Why didn't you work on anything from such a year to such a year?" Like it's a black mark on, I assume.
Okay.
There's a lot of folks who are
Now,
working on this game who are quite talented and just don't have any time or resources to fix a goddamn thing.
Okay. Now here's the part where I have to be Woolie,
Yes.
right? And I apologize in advance
All right, Woolie.
for being Woolie.
All right.
Clearly, there are people that are playing and enjoying this.
There are.
I am not at all a person who has touched this, so I'm doing the thing of I'm the ignorant asshole who's commenting who's never touched the thing. I'm just looking at the fire from the next block over.
And you're going, "Wow, that's a big fucking fire."
That smoke is blotting out the sun, right? There are people who like this. So
sure.
So now Woolie as Woolie has to go like, well, why are these people liking this? What is it that they're enjoying? Is there something inside there that is exactly what they're looking for?
Do you remember when I mentioned to you that Bethesda's the only type of people that make these kinds of games?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And I guess maybe the name and the attachment
and the attachment to the franchise.
The attachment to the franchise.
It's that.
Okay.
So this is the only type of game out there that's kind of like itself. It is unique in a fashion, and that's it.
Well, then I guess I feel bad for those people.
I was one of those people, and I felt bad about it for a long time, right up until last week.
Well,
Jim just put out a great video. Jim Sterling put out a great video on which Outer Worlds shows off. We straight up just don't even need Bethesda anymore.
Well, unfortunately, for those people that care the most.
Yes, that are spending the $100. There is a bit of a wrinkle to this story that is easily better than the development fuck-ups. I couldn't believe that this is so much more entertaining.
This would have been the version of the story I would expect from last week.
Yeah.
As opposed to what we got, right?
Yeah.
Because at some point one expects a lesson to be learned. But alas,
no lessons to be had.
The result of creating the Fallout First program, one, led to a hilarious website being purchased.
Because Bethesda didn't bother to purchase any of the applicable domains.
And
4chan got to it first.
And that got done.
Hey, to the guys who put those websites up, they look really good and really official at a glance.
Takes you a second.
Yeah.
Which is the intent.
They did a good job with their web design.
Right? Instead of just going like open ass cheeks, ha.
Yeah.
They actually made something that looks a lot like the official release. And then
you read it for a little bit and you're like, okay, that's pretty good. All right.
But second, there is a class war.
Yes, there appears to be a violent class struggle
that is in the middle of happening.
So,
because people that are free players are targeting...
Not free players. No one's a free player.
Excuse me. People that are not Fallout First players are targeting people that are Fallout First players and griefing the shit out of them.
So, the fun fact about the Fallout First subscription is that the box that's infinite doesn't work. The private servers don't really work. But what does work is the special emblem next to your name.
That tells you you're a
Fallout First subscriber. So you're extra special. And that you have $100 to waste on a piece of shit. Yeah. Which signals to anyone who ever sees you that you need to die.
So anyone else who was on this game, and let's be real, like there's definitely a sizable people that were on this game to find the next thing going wrong.
Oh, totally.
Right? Because it's become that.
It's kind of the best part about the game.
It's become that Radical Heights, like everyone else online is streaming, and trying to find bugs instead of just playing the game type of situation.
Oh, absolutely.
And so yeah, now anyone that shows up that's a paid subscriber is getting people fucking targeting them and ruining their experience.
Which has led to what might be my favorite Reddit post of all time.
Fallout First players, we need to assemble and build gated communities for ourselves. Piss poor 76ers are targeting us. We need to come together and shield us from these animals. They will tear us apart and they will never be satisfied.
Oh man.
So
it's
class war.
It's like an ad. It is like
Let's
an
go.
Ad.
Class war
for Outer Worlds. It is like, like this whole thing is like a fucking advertisement. It's so amazing.
And this Reddit post was somehow written and then immediately the person writing it had a British accent.
Yeah. We have to open up the
these piss poor 76ers.
These peasants.
Yeah.
It's incredible. The idea, because I'm thinking, like, let's say I was younger and I was playing 76 and I was miserable because I spent my money on it, right? And I'm like lower middle class and I don't have enough money to buy another game, so I'm just playing it and being miserable. And then I see somebody walk by with a badge that says, I spent $100 on a feature that doesn't work. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to shoot them. They're dead. Like, I will drop whatever the fuck I am doing to shoot them. Because fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Or put on a bear costume and go punch them.
Why not?
With a gang. A gang of others.
Go back to your private server, asshole. Oh, wait.
I mean, like,
on the one hand, I feel really bad for people who spent $100 and got double fucked, only to then have people organize en masse to kill them.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm trying to get to. It's like, in addition to the bullshit where the thing you paid for doesn't work, everyone else is like, fucking get that guy.
That has the bonus feature of pariah.
You know? and you are a fucking Lord of the Manor with your top hat and monocle walking down through Ogre Street.
Yeah, yeah.
You're walking down Ogre Street, and motherfuckers with knives are spilling out of the taverns and coming to shank the shit out of you.
On the other hand, those people are goddamn fools for picking up Fallout first.
Well, this is the first part of the conversation,
right?
Where I'm like, so who are we talking about here? Who, in fact, are these people?
We're talking about foolish people or people with money to burn who don't give a fuck. The latter, fuck them. The former,
there's Fallout is also popular enough that like there's got to be people who are just fans of the franchise that aren't paying attention to gaming news or anything going on.
But they have to still play the game.
They have to still play the game.
Like that falls apart right away because that game sucks.
But like Assassin's Creed games that sucked still.
Come on.
Like
none of those sucked like this sucks. This sucks on like a new level.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around some reason for these people to like.
Dude, I don't know.
Super okay with what's happening.
The first guy,
right? The person who says we need to make these gated communities, has had his items deleted and has had his private server invaded, and is like, but still though.
If you wanna take a deep dive to fucking just examine this mental state, go find the Reddit thread about the guy who broke the story about the item box deleting your shit, because he starts it off going, listen, I hate Bethesda too. I disagree with Fallout first, but I need it because I trade, and I'm a trader in the game, and I just need it for my gameplay, the way that I like to play the game. And everyone goes, what? What does that fucking mean?
I'll tell you what that
makes no fucking
means.
sense.
Now, no, I know exactly what that is. I have friends who despise gacha. / know exactly how gross and that it is, that like it when it's at its worst, but are just still like, but it's just like it. I wanted the thing, like I
just wanted it.
I wanted the thing, and it's like I don't enjoy that this is what's happening. I don't like that this is where we are, but it doesn't change the fact that I want the thing enough that I'm still going to.
You're describing an addict.
I mean, is that not what mobile games are designed to hunt and fucking kill?
Yeah. Listen, I know I shouldn't have that drink, but I really want to be drunk right now. I mean,
So yeah, I'm like there must be a perspective of someone who's like, no, there's this though.
Sunk
that,
cost
though.
is very powerful,
but I want to know who's gonna have this on their resume, you know.
If you work for any organization that touched Fallout 76 and you are going to put this game on your resume, please contact us. I would be fascinated to hear what you have to say as to why. And if you're not, I guess contact us anyway so that we can ask you what the hell you are going to put on your CV for the time.
What was that? Yeah.
What was that 2-year, 3-year gap that you just didn't work?
Went into the vault.
Yeah, just
went into the vault. Anyway, so that,
you know what? Somebody in our chat just answered it. Artists and 3D modelers can safely put this game on their resume because art's art and a 3D model's a 3D model. You know. But nobody on that design or production team.
Yeah, you came in, you made what you had to make, and you got out. If you made assets, you're fine.
Hey, Fallout, can you calm it down for a couple weeks, please?